Bill, as a director, has a pretty clear vision of what he wants to see. So we got a lot of direction from him relative to the shot, the lens size, the length, and the broad strokes of what he wanted to see from a performance standpoint. And then he just left it up to us to choreograph what we saw fit. When you're in a real fight, telegraphing punches and making them big is counterproductive to what you want to do. I don't want my opponent to know what I'm doing before I'm doing it. The trouble is, now when we're filming a movie fight, I need to exaggerate all of those movements for camera in order to tell the story and for the audience to see exactly what's going on.
Right, really, you're not at 100%, right? Just your throat's broken, you're stoned.
Is there room for improv in there, especially for somebody like Bill? There are times when that's appropriate and there are times when it's not. The scene in the grocery store, for example, where Ronnie kicks Bill in the head but kind of misses him, not the place to be improving. But then there's the sequence where there's just a long kicking sequence that's taking place. That's a perfect place for it. And in between each take, Bill and Alec would go and kind of riff on jokes that would be funny for Barry to deliver to Ronnie, and so each take was different. Ronnie Lily began a year ago where Bill and I just kind of riffed how funny it would be if Barry got his ass kicked by a little girl. And I think the idea stuck with him, and when he and Alec found a place for it, the stunt team and I, we spent a day, I think, in the Ronnie Lily bedroom, just creating that fight between Barry and Ronnie Proxon. And we previs the entire fight. What previs is specifically, we go in and choreograph. Once we're happy with the fight itself, I will then shoot the fight. I will then go and edit the fight. I will add sound design to the fight and give that finished product to the director. Giving them the previs allows them to see exactly what we're gonna do before we show up on the day for them to shoot. It enables them to weigh in on, I like that, I don't like that. The other benefit is that it allows them to see and study the fight before they show up the day to film it, which means now they can better shot list, they can better plan exactly how they want to cover that fight and tell that story.
How about this? See right here, they look like this. No, I gotta, so don't run away doing. I'm a nice guy. What?
When it came time for Lily Proxon to scurry up the tree and jump onto the roof, Bill knew what that shot was long in advance, and he knew he always wanted it to be in this oneer. And we found a great house that Bill loved with a perfect roof. There was no tree. We built a green screen trunk and branch, and basically it was like a climbing wall. We were able to put it exactly where we wanted it relative to the house, so that her jump from the branch to the house was exciting, but it wasn't too much for her to do practically. It worked perfectly, and then the VFX boys took over in post.
Hi there, girl.
Oneers for me are always exciting, but they do bring a unique set of challenges. Primarily the challenge is that every punch, every knee, every kick needs to sell for the camera, because we don't have the opportunity to use most of it from this angle and then switch in order to tell the story of the punch actually connecting from a separate angle so that it's stacked. So I have to choreograph to where the camera's gonna be the entire time. From a choreography standpoint, it's, you know, just making sure that the bodies are positioned in such a way that everything sells from the start of that to the very end of it.